Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this F125 Wheel of Chaos career mode. What a horrible weekend it was in Canada in our previous episode. It was our hometown race, especially for myself, or not hometown, but my home country race for myself. We had, though, an absolute awful challenge. Basically, I think it's wheel linearity. I don't even know what it's called. It was so bad I don't even know what it's called. Anyways, that was our challenge. We had to set it to max, and what that basically made us do is have trouble turning the car quickly, but if I turn the car too much, it would really turn too much. It caused my wheels to have a lot of backspin. I had trouble controlling the car around a couple corners, especially in Montreal. That's going to cause some problems for sure. So that kind of did not really help us throughout the entire race weekend, and it all just ended after what, 5-6 laps of that race when we crashed into Franco Colapinto. I didn't even realize this at the time, but it's now been back-to-back races I've crashed into him. I did it in Spain, I also did it in Montreal, although this one ended my race, and that ended the entire race weekend for us. Horrible way to go out at a home Grand Prix, but hopefully that turns around here in Austria. Now, one thing I'd like to add just before we get to qualifying and of course the wheel spin of this video is what happened between then. Well, we had a long break. We were able to get one extra upgrade added to one of the cars. It was a wing flap upgrade that I was able to give to one of the cars, but obviously the second one took some time. So that's now on, I don't know whose car, but it's on the other one. And as well, you know what? We have the drivers, market coming up here, in a couple of weeks. And I said, you know what? Let's take a jab at one of the drivers. Now, obviously, I can't go for the top driver. Obviously, why would Max Verstappen want to race for us? I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I said, you know what, let me dabble in someone a bit better than what we have right now, and I know it's not the best, but I said Paul Aaron. It just does a little, dipping our toes in the water. Paul Aaron, see what he says about our team and what he would want to be. Maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll see where everyone's at in the standings and possibly make a move for one of the drivers who are on an actual team right now instead of a 3-agent. All right, and with that, let's get to the wheel spin. Please, for the love of God, give me a good one this weekend in Austria. I need to bounce back. A couple of weekends of no points. What's this? Suspension highest possible. Okay, I don't know how the car is supposed to set up in Austria. I feel like this is going to be a bit problemsome because, it's such a fast track. So, initial thoughts, I don't really like this, but let's see how this plays out in the game. Okay, boys and girls, here we are in Austria with our ride height at max. As you can see here on your screen, that was my setting as I entered the qualifying lap, and I feel like we're definitely going to struggle here around Austria, because Austria is very much so a low ride height track in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. It does look like it's possibly gonna rain here, but it didn't say it was supposed to, so we'll see how this goes. But we put in a purple first sector, so not bad. All right, so 2 more corners here to go. We're just gonna go full beans on the gas the whole way, and we'll come across the line here in 14th. Not bad, but I think we definitely can improve and be better. All right, everyone, here we go. Starting our second lap. We are on better tires, although we have to make some big improvements here if we want a chance to move on. Now, we are sitting in 14th, so luck is on our side here, but we're going to need a good lap to survive. All right, so we're up half a second on our previous time here. We got 2 more corners to go. We sit in 16th. We got to make it through. I think 16th is good enough, but let's see where this puts us here. Was that 11th? It sure was. Right on. We're into Q2. All right, boys and girls, we're finishing up our second qualifying lap. I don't know if this is going to be enough to get to Q3. Just how this car has been functioning so far around this track, it does not seem like a contender for Q3. It's going to be a hope and prayer for us. Please. It's 10th. Oh my heavens. Okay, boys and girls, so we made our way into Q3 by, I kid you not, a 100th over George Russell of all people. An absolute incredible scene. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that. We just beat him out. Now, for Q3, what I want to do, to be honest with you, is save a set of my soft tires for the race. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes around here, that safety car does come into play. So I feel like I just want to keep that set of soft tires just in case something happens. So I'm just going to roll off the tires I have already used in this qualifying session. And we'll go from there. So the next lap you will see is the end of my second lap. Since we are on the tires we literally started Q1 with here, and oh boy, yeah, this is not going to be a pretty lap whatsoever. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up as we finish off this lap and head into our next one. Alright everyone, so the final 2 corners. We're second up on our previous time. I don't think it's enough. I think we're going to be stuck in 10th here, but at least we got into Q3 for the first time in a while. Wait, we passed Hulkenberg. 9th, I mean, it's 9th, 1 spot up. Are you kidding me? All right, let's go to the race.
This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Antonelli, Fernando Alonso, and Piastri, Leclerc, Albon, Fittipaldi, and George Russell, Tsunoda, Stroll, Carlos Sainz, and Hadjar, Ocon, Hauger, Pierre Gasly, and Franco Colapinto, Behrman, Hulkenberg, Lawson, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. In Formula One, Ant, we take every race as it comes, and there's always another race next week. But some milestones are worth thinking about. And this, double figures now for our new team.
Yeah, the team's 10th appearance. They've done well to this point. They're getting their foot through the door, but there's a lot more to come. Much tougher tracks where you've got to get even more performance out of your car.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Okay, boys and girls, we are one of 2 drivers on the medium tires starting this race. It's lights out and off we go. I'm in the top 10. I don't know how I ended up here, but I am. Watch out through the first couple corners here. We got to be safe. As now we go up the hill, hopefully we can get a nice little bit of slipstream, but with our high ride height, God, this is going to be almost impossible. Ooh, as Leclerc is going to go down the inside of Piastri, he's going to complete the move. I don't know, but I'm going to try and go around them, use my ERS. Come on, let's get the move done. It's a yellow flag, but that's just because everyone's going slowly. As we got past Piastri, but can we outbrake Leclerc? Yes, we do. All right, we're off to a great start of this race. Holy cow, up into 6th. Oh, and we're going to get by Kimi Antonelli there as we're battling, and we got the slipstream from Fernando Alonso, and we're going to get by him. Holy cow. What an incredible start to this race for us. 2 laps, and we're already up into 4th position. These medium tires are doing God's work right now.
Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Ooh, a new strategy. Let's see what they got cooking for us here. That's what I had anyways.
Understood. Copy that.
But why would they do that? That's what I had anyways. What I was going to say before they interrupted me there was I think, you know what, so far we're doing good. Fernando Alonso has held a lot of people back, and now they have overtaken them. So I could be cooked now with Leclerc and Russell now behind me, 3 seconds back, but I hope they fight away, and that saves me some time too, because right now where I am, I'm in a good pocket of time, and I don't mind it whatsoever, but this second sector here has been killing me every single lap, so I kind of got to dial in when I'm out here.
In this lap, push now.
Okay, if we could hold off Charles Leclerc just for this lap, that's going to be big here. But we got to get up the hill. Luckily, though, George Russell and Oscar Piastri fighting behind us has saved us time. He's going to go on the inside of me here. Oh, did I do him good here? I'm going to try and block him off. Again, where's my brakes at, bro? And we get DRS. Well, oh, don't hit him. Will our DRS help him here? Come on, get there, get there, get there. Just hold yourself right there. Outbrake him here. Is that enough? Oh my God. This is insane racing, but no, I don't have it. I do not have it. His car beat out mine, but now we're going to head into the pits. Oh. What a battle that could have been.
In this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Yeah, I know.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
We are stopping. We're going to come on in. We're going to be the first car to come on in this Grand Prix as Charles Leclerc drives away. Now, our pit crew did upgrade in between the time of the Canadian Grand Prix and now. We never saw it in the Canadian Grand Prix, but we will see it here for the Austrian Grand Prix. How will it do here? Please, for the love of God. No, the front left.
It's been a bit of a problem removing the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, though, and finish the race strong. Okay,
how many times, dude? How many times? Oh my God. Well, we're on the hards for another, I think, 20 laps, I think it is, or something like that. I don't know. Man. Alright, boys and girls.
Okay, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter who I'm leading my teammate by. George Russell's right behind me here. And he's most likely going to pass me. He's on the better tire than definitely what I the hell got on right now. So I'm probably just going to let him pass me. Even though he's kind of in my race right now. There's just not much I could do. That's a fresh medium tire. Actually, maybe there is. Ha 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 ha. Maybe I'm just kidding. But look at this. DRS and ERS, and he might actually still have me. You know what? I'm going to try and fight him here. Why the hell not? The only race he's slowing down is himself, so there you go. I'll take it. But, yeah, we lost Charles Leclerc by like a whole 6 seconds now. Man. Only imagine, right, if our pit crew didn't waste 3 seconds of our time. Incredible. So as we get threatened by George Russell yet again here on lap 18, I'm seeing Antonelli and Yuki Tsunoda just ahead of us here.
Okay, stand by. We see a problem our end and we're looking into
No. Please, no. Please, no, man. As George Russell's going to get by us here unless we outbrake him. And we will, definitely, because for some reason we're braking terribly. He's hitting the side of my car. Man, give me space. Please, no, man.
It looks like we're experiencing an ERS software glitch. The ERS is offline. We're currently looking into the problem.
Hell no. That's how I've been surviving in this race. I'm done. I am done. So I have an ERS fault. The only thing that has been keeping me in this race. And now I just have to watch him go by like that. I can't do a dang thing. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Well, they got the engineers who were well perfectly timed to, you know, I can't even speak English, man. What the hell? So now we have a train here between us, Antonelli, Tsunoda, George Russell, and I think Carlos Sainz is now behind us now, too. I think Antonelli and Tsunoda are doing a one-stopper because I don't think they've come in and they were behind me at the start of the race. So to me, this speaks one stop, and I'm going to try and finesse my way around this. There we go. Beep, bop, boop. Thank you. See you later. So we're probably going to see them again. I definitely think so as we get around them.
2 places at once. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
All right, boys and girls. We're coming into pit for the second time. Is that Pierre Gasly joining us? What? Wait. How did he start 17th and he's with us? I'm so confused. I don't get this. Okay, pit crew. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Please. We already lost to, what's his name? Oh my god. 2.5 second stop. And I am too. Yeah, but look at this. George Russell. Ooh, right there. Okay. We can do this. We are on the better tire for right now, so we got to get him now if we want a chance at getting a better position. And we will. Come on. Come on, DRS. Don't fail me now. Booyah, baby. Booyah. We are in to 9th place with that one. Trying to get our first points since Monaco.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Oh, we're going for a late lunge on Antonelli and we get the job done. Wow. What a great move that was. Into 7th. Well, we got to hunt down Yuki Tsunoda once again. All right, boys and girls, we are going to get DRS here on Yuki Tsunoda down the main straight. Although what I think I'm going to do is maybe just hold off a little here, but I know I'm going to have it up the hill and as well at that back straight. So when do I pass him? What's the best move? I don't really know. I'm going to try and just kind of hold my battery here a bit so I know I got it all the way to the end, as we're going to make a nice little touch of that back wheel for Yuki Tsunoda. But this is where our DRS kicks in. We have all the ERS needed, and we'll get around him in the 6th position. So once again, like we did at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, we made a move late around both Kimi Antonelli and Yuki Tsunoda to gain positions and earn more points. But we got to hold on now for the remainder of this race.
Gap to the car ahead, 15.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's not happening. Boys and girls, I have to start my final statement here as we start our final lap, because I kid you not, if my math is correct here, yeah, Max Verstappen just crossed the finish line. He lapped everyone except for, what, 1, 2, 3 drivers? 3 drivers. That's how dominant Max Verstappen was here around Austria. Everyone but 3. Insane. Meanwhile, the Ferrari drivers, who I believe are just coming in now, is 2nd and 3rd. They only lapped, and well, Lando Norris lapped a couple more people, I guess, but they only lapped Dennis Hauger, who's in last place. That's how insane Max Verstappen has been today, and as well the last couple of races. I believe now that's 3 in a row ever since we won Monaco. Max Verstappen has turned on demon time. For us, I mean, it was a good challenge. We had a great start off the line, and it helped us all the way to the end. A pit stop kind of ruined our chances at maybe a higher spot, but you know what? I will take a 6th place, as we'll come home to finish there at the Austrian Grand Prix.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
And they're just starting to make it look easy out there. Now a hat-trick of wins. They're out there ahead. They've got the momentum on their side. And it's for the others now to try and up their game to stop that energy that they have.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen.
So like I just said, boys and girls, Max Verstappen wins his 3rd race in a row. I kind of mentioned last race how he might be back in the championship fight, and I think it happened yet again. He lapped everyone up to Carlos Sainz, who was in 10th. So there was a lot of people still, you know, in front of him that he could have passed, but really he could have passed Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, George Russell, and even myself. He was only a few seconds behind us the entire rest of the way. But man, oh man, what a race it was for us. I mean, we started 9th. I started on the medium tire, and I saw everyone kind of started on the hard, and I said, you know what, this is a good chance to get out and get you know, a couple more points if you know, off the line if we wanted to. And you know what, I did that. We went off of that. And it ended up working out in our favor. I feel like maybe 5th could have been in our grasp if, you know, we didn't screw up, you know, our pit stop, and we ended up being behind Charles Leclerc by a whole 6 seconds. But, you know, that stuff happens, but we are improving, it seems. So luckily, it's not 2 times in a race. It's now 1 time in a race now, but, you know, whatever. But we're working on that. For the challenge, I mean, max or the highest suspension, I think a track like this, it didn't hurt it too much, maybe a little. But you know, if it was more of a track like a Monza, we would have been screwed out of our minds. But luckily here, it didn't impact us too much, and luckily I was able to steer the car this time way better than I did in Montreal. So I was very happy with that. But overall, highest suspension, I kind of like this challenge. Maybe on a different track, it might have had a different outcome. But you know what? Here, it was very, very good. And as we look at the standings here before we head out of here, Enzo Fittipaldi gained a couple more points. He now has 22. I don't know if he jumped Nico Hulkenberg or not, and Alex Albon. I don't know if he jumped them, but he's now up to 22 points. Dennis Hauger didn't get any here, so he's still stuck at 50. Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton is now your top 3, all separated by 6 points. Oh man, oh man. And hey, don't forget about Oscar Piastri in 4th. He sits with 21 points back, and still you cannot forget about George Russell and Charles Leclerc a bit further back, but they're still kind of in the fight. So right now they got 6 drivers in the fight for this championship, but the top 3 is really, really close. And as we look at the constructors, it is still a McLaren-Ferrari dominance. Again, it's going to go back and forth throughout this season. I feel like right now it just kind of settled. This race kind of settled it down just a bit. But McLaren still up by 23. But Red Bull kind of creeping back up a bit with Max Verstappen winning races. But is that sustainable throughout the rest of the season? It depends on how many more races Max Verstappen wins. If he goes on and wins the rest, he might actually win them, the constructors. But if Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull kind of have the same races as they do now, it will kind of go this way the rest of the way. But we, with Enzo Fittipaldi's points, gets up to 72. We are still a long ways away, but we currently are the best of the rest. That's the best I could say with 72 points, as Aston Martin is the closest competitor to us. And if my math is correct, that's around 31 points. So we're still kind of, you know, we are definitely middle of the pack, but I think that luck of the Monaco win helped us get up to 5th and stay there for right now. But you know what? We're in good hands, and the Constructors' Championship is going to be a good battle all the way to the end. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like on it if you have not yet, and subscribe to the Zuck TV channel as well. Also, ring that bell to be notified of when I post next. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It is going to be Silverstone next, the British Grand Prix. Man, oh man, that's going to be great. I will see you guys all there. Take care. Peace.